couple of months have passed. No longer is the cold winter but the warm springs. At least that's what Amber thinks. Amber sits by a tree in the forest next to her home. As Amber watches the sunrise, she feels grateful that there hasn't been anything dangerous for them. And I prefer it to stay that way. Daniel sits next to Amber. "You're up early, aren't you, Daniel?" Amber said, petting Daniel. He licks her as he wags his tail. "Funny, when I was a child, my caretaker told me that wolves used to follow me around. Water would come out of their mouth because they wanted to eat me. But you don't want to eat me, right?" Daniel barks, showing signs of affection. "Good dude. Now why don't we go and have breakfast?" "Yes." Amber stands up. She hears Artist yelling at Rebecca. "Will, instead of a rooster, we have a crow to wake us up?" Amber laughs as she heads back to the house.
We find Artist looking at Rebecca in her room again. "You did it again.
Did what, my dear Artist?"
You slept in my bed and you got fur all over me, my feathers, and my bed."
"Oh, that? Sorry, I must have went in the wrong room after going to the bathroom last night. I was pretty chocolate wasted, you know."
"How could you get lost? Your room is next to the bathroom."
"Look, we can argue all day about the arrangements of this house, but you must know one thing."
"And what is that?"
"Your skin is very soft, you know."
"I know. You drooled all over me." Rebecca smiled.
"Say, why don't I help you clean up? After all, I did do the whole bed intruder thing."
"Fine, just help pull the sheets. I need to wash them." As they pull the sheets, Henry decides to jump on the sheet. "Henry, not now." Rebecca smiles as she launches him in the air. "You know what? Just take this into the laundry room."
"Yes, ma'am,"
Rebecca said, wrapping the sheet with Henry inside.
Rebecca kicks the door open and slides through the hall with her socks. Meanwhile, Sally plays Bubbly by Good Kid on the intercom. Yet Rebecca sings Dear Maria. Henry is held like a newborn baby in the blanket. Rebecca smiles as she waves hi to Alfred, who is making breakfast. Finally, Rebecca makes it to the laundry room. She gently removes Henry from the sheet as she sings. "When the lights go off, I want to watch the way you take the stage by storm, the way you wrap those boys around your finger." Henry flies on top of the washer and flaps his wings to the music and Rebecca's singing. Rebecca does a spin as she throws the sheet in the wash. She continues to sing. "'Cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Tiffany. Count me in, there's a story at the bottom of this bottle. And I'm the pen, make it count when I'm the one who's selling you out. 'Cause it feels like stealing hearts, calling your name from the crowd." She grabs the blanket from the hamper and tosses it in the air.
The blanket lands on Tiffany, who's invisible. Rebecca smiles.
"Sorry, Tiffany,
When she removed the blanket, no one was there. Rebecca and Henry look at each other.
Boo!"
Rebecca and Henry scream in terror.
"The ghost Tiffany was talking about is real,"
Rebecca said, holding Henry. Suddenly they hear laughter and Tiffany reveals herself. "I'm sorry, Rebecca, but when I heard you call my name, I had to turn invisible."
"Meanie."
Tiffany hugs Rebecca, which causes her to blush.
"None of Sally's ghosts try to bother you?"
"Nope, it was a quiet night."
"That's good, dear."
Suddenly Sally speaks from the intercom.
"Hey ladies, listen up. Alfred just finished making breakfast. We're having chili cheese fries. Can you believe it?"
"Did she say?"
"Yes." They both stare at each other, then try to rush out the door. Both get stuck in the door due to their, well, you know.
"Push, Tiffany. Push."
"I'm trying." They finally break through but fall on the floor.
"Dudes, I'm heading to the kitchen. I'll leave this playlist on." Sally kicks the door open, running past Tiffany and Rebecca, who just fell on the floor. She hears the door slam with Daniel barking. "They're not taking my food." Sally said with a smile. She smiles as she sees Alfred in the kitchen only for it to fade to see that Jane beat her first. But my chili fries. Alfred smiles as he save her a plate just for her. Oh Alfie, you're the best.
I know. Now go and eat your breakfast before it gets cold.
Yes sir. Sally said as if it's a command. Amber and Daniel run in next. Haha, I got all the chili fries. Amber looks at Alfred to confirm the news. He turns around with a fresh baked set of chili fries.
I wouldn't do ladies dirty like that.
Amber smiles as she takes the plate from Alfred. She sticks her tongue at Sally. Sally returns the gesture by giving her the bird.
Where's everyone else?
Tiffany and Rebecca are on the floor. So I jumped over them.
Artist walks in the kitchen with a smile.
Good morning.
Good
Everyone
morning.
said. Alfred walks over and gives Jane her cup of coffee. Thank you, sweetie.
No problem, Jane.
Dude, call her mom.
Everyone said. Alfred walks over and gives Jane her cup of coffee. Thank you, sweetie.
Dude, gross.
Sally finishes chewing.
Sorry, Ams.
Jane giggles as she tries to drink her coffee.
So mom, what big case do you have today?
Not sure, dear. Usually the judge just tells Artist when we get there. Now that I'm strong enough to use my power again, the judge should include me on the info on these cases. Sally looks at Artist sipping her cup, remaining quiet.
Mom. I want to carry the burden too. I know it's an awful power to have. We will judge the dead together.
Jane holds Artist's hand and smiles. I know, dear. I know. Jane looks at the clock and gets up. We better go, Artist. We're going to be late for work.
You're right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, my dears. Jane waves everyone goodbye.
After Jane and Artist left, Morgan enters the kitchen dragging Tiffany and Morgan. After a few minutes, Amber and Sally leave for work. Take care at work, loves.
Will do, fairy lady.
Sally said with a smile. Guess she finally warmed up to me. Morgan said. Tiffany smiles as she has an idea.
Say, are any of you busy?
I have to wash the car. Then get groceries for tonight's dinner.
Alfred said, drying the dishes.
What about you two?
Morgan sips her cup. I'm not.
How would you two like to come with me to work today? I have a modeling job at the mall.
Rebecca smiles, thinking what Tiffany is thinking. I'm in, Rebecca said, hugging Tiffany.
What about you, Morgan?
She finishes her cup and looks at Tiffany. Of course, love. Morgan is caught off guard when Tiffany and Rebecca rush to hug her.
If you ladies want, I can drop you off at the mall since the market is next door.
That would be awesome.
Alfred dropped them off at the mall, and to Rebecca's surprise, it's shiny. This reminds her of her old nightlife, but in a good way. Morgan just seems annoyed by the noise. How come you have a modeling job at the mall?
They want me to promote the new mall, so I was the closest model they can find.
Dude, seriously. You're hot. Why wouldn't they pick you based off of that?
In my line of work, you're lucky if you even get a call back.
That's harsh.
Very.
A few minutes later, they arrive at the shoot. The photographer smiles and greets them.
Tiffany, my muse, thank you for accepting my request.
No problem, Mac. Is it okay if my sisters are with me during the shot?
Not at all, my dear. More company the better.
Thanks, Mac.
Tiffany said with a warm smile.
All right, let's get this shoot started. Everyone in your places, please.
Rebecca and Morgan stand to the side as they watch Tiffany model. How come Tiffany is singing? Aren't they supposed to be serious and stuff?
A staff member answers Rebecca's question.
She's getting into the zone. When you're modeling, singing helps as it gets you to pose with your mouth at a certain position, which makes for perfect shots.
Really?
Well, it works for Tiffany. Look how focused she is.
They study Rebecca as she is totally focused and doesn't pay attention to the people around her.
Well, she is a natural. Her beauty is amazing.
I don't care what you're after. As long as I am the one. No, I don't care why you're leaving. You'll miss me when you're gone.
And that's a wrap. Thank you, Tiffany.
Tiffany smiles as she whispers into the photographer's ear.
Oh, all right then.
Hey, Rebecca. You're going to model too.
Wait, what?
The ivy at your hospital bed. This was no accident. This was a therapeutic chain of events.
Suddenly, the photographer starts taking photos of Rebecca. She instantly starts modeling without thinking. She remembers what the staff said.
Can't take the kid from the bite, take the back of the kid. Sit back, relax again. Take the kid from the bite, the back of the kid. Just sit back.
Tiffany smiles as she sees Rebecca getting into the flow using her technique.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Tiffany shouts while clapping. Rebecca smiles as she's having fun on set. The crowd around them starts to take notice and watch the shoot.
Finish off strong, my darling.
Rebecca does a spin, followed by putting her finger by her lip. The photographer takes one more photo before he calls it wraps. Tiffany runs over to Rebecca to give her a hug.
You did great.
Thanks, Tiffany. You make it look easy. Suddenly, the two look at Morgan and giggle.
What's funny, loves? Morgan sees what's going on and plays along with them. She hears the music playing and goes along with the music. Suddenly she strikes a pose and the photographer is caught off guard. He quickly starts taking photos of Morgan during her session. Rebecca and Tiffany are caught off guard by how fast she adapted to being a model. Morgan is having a good time, smiling for the camera.
Yeah, Morgan.
You go, my lady.
More, darling. More.
Morgan winks and gives one last pose. The photographer is out of breath by the amount of shots he took. Rebecca and Tiffany run over to hug Morgan.
You were killing it out there.
I wouldn't have guessed this was your first time.
Morgan smiled. It was something interesting to try. Plus you two made it look fun. The ladies laugh as they had a fun time at the shot today.
Say, ladies. Let's grab a bite to eat. My treat. After their photo shoot, they decide to eat at the food court. Tiffany ordered a burger, Rebecca orange chicken, and Morgan a burrito. All of them say grace before they eat. A few minutes pass as they eat their food. Tiffany notices Morgan looking nervous on her phone. Something wrong, Morgan?
Oh, sorry. I was reading the news. The monster that killed those deer. Well, this time it got a man. His jaw broken and his lower area removed.
That's metal.
Yeah. I'm surprised Jane or Amber has sent us to investigate.
It's the park rangers area. They are pretty protective about their space. They even threw a fit about us having our photo shoot there once. Got called some offensive stuff.
Tiff.
Nah, I wasn't bothered. Besides, I had a fun time anyways, and I got to pet a deer. I called him Bambi.
Was he cute?
No. They all break into laughter as they enjoy the rest of their meal.
Later in the evening, we find a woman walking in the woods. She is pale and covered in red. This red drips on the floor as she walks. Her mind is broken. She sees a cabin and climbs on the roof. As she looks at the moon, she speaks.
Why? Why did I come back? I died that night. I died so my love could live. But now Now I'm the very evil that killed me. I didn't mean to cause chaos in these woods. I was hungry and the wildlife, they're my source of food. And that man, he came on to me, tried to. I had to do it. Not just to defend myself, but also to prevent him from doing this to someone else. This body, cold, and this blood, it's a stain, never washes off. I just wanted to have a fun time with my friends. Now, I'm alone. This forest, it's my personal hell. I'm in hell.
The woman kneels over and cries. She starts banging the rooftop with her fist, then lets out a loud roar.
At the same time, Amber and Sally are walking home from work. Amber notices that Sally seems bothered by something. Hey, Sal. Something up?
I don't know. The air feels different. Heavy almost.
I know what you mean. Sally remembers what she read this morning.
Hey, Ems. Isn't this the same forest where those animals were slaughtered?
Yes. Do you think we're being set up?
No. I think something is wrong.
Sally looks at her surroundings.
I think this place became a new hunting ground for some predator.
Yes. I also read that they found a man dead here. He was torn apart. Surprisingly, they couldn't find any traces of DNA on the body.
How come Mom hasn't sent us to investigate?
Because this is still new. I'm sure she'll send us now. So might as well investigate the area and... Before Amber could finish, they hear a scream. Amber and Sally look around as they see birds flying away.
It came from over there.
Let's go. Amber and Sally run.
Sally and Amber reach to where they heard the scream. In front of them is a cabin. I'm sure this was where the scream came from, but I don't see anything different.
Yeah. Let's check the cabins. She might have hid inside one of the cabins.
Amber checks on the cabin on the left and Sally checks the one behind her. As she enters inside, she sees the whole cabin is a mess. Well, whatever it is, it made this its new home. Sally explores the cabin and notices scratch marks on the walls. These marks. Could a zombie have done this? Do we have a rogue undead in these woods? If so, is this cabin its crypt? Sally investigates the cabin some more and finds a photo on the bed. She picks up the photo and sees a happy couple in front of a theater at night. She flips the photo over and reads the note. To the only woman I'll ever love. June 26, 2013. Wait a minute. Is this man a zombie?
It's not a man.
Sally comes flying out the door. Amber rushes over to her. Sally, are you hurt?
Amber. She's here.
Who? Walking out of the cabin is a zombie filled with anger. Amber helps Sally up as they face the woman. Who are you?
Leave now. That's your only warning.
Wait a minute. Are you the one that has been killing the wildlife here?
Look, I don't want to hurt any of you. But if you stay, that will be your final choice. Like mine.
Sally, is she?
Yes, she's a zombie. Like me.
Like you?
Yes, I was just like you. I was filled with hate and rage that I attacked everyone around me. Then I found my family and found love.
Love. Love was robbed from me.
Suddenly the woman charges at Sally, but Amber gets in front of Sally and blocks the attack. Amber pushes the woman back and they stare at each other. Sally checks on Amber, but she says she's fine. The two take their stance as they prepare for the next battle.
The woman charges at Sally again, but this time Sally digs her feet in. Sally blocks her first attack and counters the second with a right hook. Sally smiles as she charges at the woman. However, the woman hits Sally in the stomach. Amber rushes in for the assist by uppercutting the woman. She flies backwards and lands on her feet.
How you doing, Sal?
I'm fine. Let's do this, Amber. Sally and Amber both run to the woman and kick her against a tree. However, the woman dodges Sally's second kick and Sally makes a dent on the tree. Amber takes a hit from the woman but quickly grabs her arm and throws her back to the same tree. This time Amber's attack lands as the woman coughs up red. Amber throws her to the ground. Amber walks over ready to arrest the woman. As Amber bends over, the woman throws dirt in Amber's eyes. As soon as Amber recovers, the woman headbutts Amber and knocks her to the ground. The woman then runs into the woods, leaving Amber wounded.
Sally runs to Amber and lifts her up. She places her down by a tree.
Amber, are you hurt? Where's your wounds?
Sally, I'll be fine. Don't let her escape.
I don't care.
Sally breaks down in tears.
Amber, I don't want to lose you too. I know being in that room killed you on the inside.
Amber, holding back her tears, chokes up a bit. Sally, I was so scared that I wasn't going to see you or Alfred ever again. I lost so many people that I loved that I lost it. But Sally, during that fight I noticed two things. One, you're able to handle yourself. Despite being in that awful place, you were able to keep up and fight without issue. Second, that woman. I can tell she isn't what we thought she was. I see a lot of you in her. Back when we first found you. Sally, you have what it takes to save her.
Amber, I don't know if I have what it takes.
You do. I believe in you. Sally hugs Amber before she leaves.
Sally runs into the forest looking for the woman. Sally stops as she knows she's being watched. Sally shouts to hear where she could be. Can we talk? I know what you are. Because I was you.
Shut up. You know nothing about me.
Listen, I still am a zombie. I couldn't control my rage and I took it out on others. I almost harmed people very close to me. The woman doesn't respond back. Listen, I saw the photo. I know what it's like to lose someone you love. My young master was the sweetest child and I failed to save him. That kind of hell will follow me forever. But I learned to grow. To heal.
I just want him back. And I can't. I'm a monster.
We're all monsters in our story. Despite it all, I have family that love me still. I have a man that sees past my scars. I know you don't want to hear it, but without him, I would be where you are, and it's not too late for you.
I've had friends, I've had love, but in the end I'm all alone.
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
The woman appears out of the shadows and attacks Sally. They both roll over and try to recover. I know you need this if you're going to heal. So come at me with all you got. Sally shouted as she takes her stance. The woman rushes to Sally, throwing herself at her. Sally sidesteps her attack. The woman bumps into a tree, but she doesn't lose her rhythm. She comes at Sally again with the same speed and anger. Sally counters by grabbing her and tossing her into the tree. Sally runs to the woman, throws a punch. However, the woman grabs Sally's arm and bites her. Sally screams as she hits the woman, but she continues to dig deeper into her arm. Sally runs into a tree, which causes the woman to let go. Sally holds her arm as the woman slowly gets up. No, why can't I transform? The woman pounces on Sally, knocking her to the ground. Sally starts getting flashbacks of being in the woods that night. Sally's teeth start to grow, and so does her anger. Sally in her zombie form pushes the woman off of her. As she stands, she notices that her appearance has changed, but not in the way she normally looks. Sally looks at her guitar and sees her reflection.
Despite my appearance, I'm still me on the inside. Human.
Sally begins to strum as the woman charges at her. Sally smiles as she sidesteps the charge. Curses lost to an imminent danger.
Shut up!
Sally strums her guitar, creating a shockwave, knocking the woman over. Where do my fears all go when they die? Where do my fears all go when they die? Curses lost to an imminent danger touch a razor blade to the sky like a crutch. I need someone to break my. Sally blocks her attack with her guitar and charges her attack. Fall into a place where I belong and who can tell me where I want to go, but it's too close. Talk to the void and it's too late. Fall with me this time, with me. Sally ends the fight by uppercutting the woman with her guitar. The woman kneels looking at Sally.
You're like me.
Yes. I'm also dead. Tell me, how long have you been like this?
A few months now. I woke up in the morgue, got my clothes, and I ran. At the time I felt rage and anger. Yet I never wanted to attack anyone.
Sally kneels next to the woman. I know how that feels. When I first became a zombie, I attacked the ones that saved me. It took some time, but I was able to overcome my rage.
I didn't ask to come back. I died so the man I love and his best friend could live.
Sally holds her hand as she weeps.
I broke his heart, yet he was willing to take me back. I just wanted to say how sorry I was. He didn't deserve this. Not from me.
May I ask how it happened, dear?
We were on vacation and decided to go to some lake with cabins. There was this man who kidnapped our friend. He attacked us in the woods and I was mortally wounded and died in my love's arms. I miss him so much.
I also died in the woods. My queen at the time sent me there and accused me of being an assassin for her throne. At the time I was so hurt and confused. All I wanted was to just see her smile. Well, in the end she was right. I was the one to bring an end to her reign twice. But I never wanted her throne. I am no queen. Because what I found was way better. I found a family. They are my reason for living. Although I did lose them for some time. I felt so awful. They didn't need this stress. My sister Amber, it almost killed her.
Was that the woman I fought?
Yes.
I wonder if I caused the same pain to my friends and to him. I just want to see them again.
Sally stands up. Maybe you can see them again. I know it will come at a shock, but maybe you don't have to be alone. We don't have to be the killers this world makes us to be. Sally offers her hand and the woman takes it. What's your name?
Dakota. My name is Dakota.